Hello and welcome to Yoga with Alexandra. I'm Alexandra, aka Flower Yogi. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. We will be focusing on sending some love to our feet, and we'll get started in a seat, bringing the soles of the feet together. You can grab the ankles, finding a nice tall spine. If this isn't good for you, you can also just cross the legs so that both feet are accessible. And we'll bring the thumbs to the arches of the feet. And as you ground down through your tailbone, lifting up through the crown of your head, starting to massage the arches, starting to deepen your breath. You can bring the thumbs to the balls of your feet, the toe pads, just, starting to activate and bring your awareness to this part of the body. If you've been on your feet all day, this might feel extra good or sensitive. If you feel like there's a knot or something that you want to spend some more time in, then just maybe keep the pressure there. Keep breathing. And try to stay aware and active through the spine as much as you can to avoid slouching. A few more deep breaths. Beautiful. And then bring the hands to the ankles once more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, soften the hands to the outsides of the knees. Bring the knees together and the legs out long. So turning to face the front of the mat, if you're not already. Heels pressing down into the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, so we're in Dandasana or staff pose. Nice and tall through the crown of the head. Hands can rest at your sides next to your hips to kind of keep that engagement, or on the thighs if you are strong in your back. And from here we're going to point the right toes away from you and then flex them back towards the face. Relaxing the right leg and then taking it to the left side. Left toes point. Feel that activation in the calf muscle. And then flex the toes towards the face. So we'll just go side to side here. And you can kind of combine the two while the right toes point, the left toes flex towards the face, while the left toes point, the right toes flex. So just moving side to side, really articulating the length of the top of the foot as you point away, activating the leg muscles as you flex the toes towards the face. See if you can keep the knees straight. Again, at any point in this journey, if you notice a spot that feels sensitive or like you need to ease off, do so, or maybe you pause for a couple breaths in that spot. Really nice, and coming back to center, and we'll start to rotate the toes around and back, moving both sides together. So rotating the ankles, really pointing the feet as much as you can as you roll around and flexing the toes towards you as you roll back. Kind of rotating on the heel. Legs might shift a little, that's okay. Again, trying to stay active through the back body. And the next time the feet are flexed towards the face, gently reverse your circle. Keep breathing. Trying to hit every point along the rotation. Beautiful. Really nice. We'll grab the backs of the legs, bending at the knees. Feet are planted. And then shifting the legs to one side, we'll come into a tabletop. Setting up for cat and cow, incorporating the feet. So hands are planted underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Starting at a neutral spine, crown of the head pulling away from the tailbone. And then as we drop the belly, we're going to curl the toes under. So the heels are lifted, toes are curled. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. And as you exhale, press the tops of the feet into the mat, round through the spine, crown of the head towards the mat. So continue to integrate that movement. Inhaling, drop the belly, curl the toes, look forward. Exhale, tops of the feet to the mat, round through the spine. Keep breathing and moving at your own pace, your own rhythm here. Keeping your awareness on the soles of the feet, on the toes, the ankles. One more round wherever you are. Nice and slow. And we'll meet back at that neutral spine. Walk the hands forward slightly. Curl the toes under, sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So great opportunity to pedal out the feet, bending opposite knee. Bringing the heels a little closer to the mat as you bend one leg. Nice and active through the arms as the belly presses back to the thighs. And then we'll pause on one side, bending the right knee and then straightening through the back of the left leg. Maybe the heel comes down, maybe it doesn't. Deep breath here. And on an exhale, lifting the left heel as you bend into the knee, straighten through the back of the right leg. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, coming back to center. This time on the inhale, we'll start to crisscross the feet, really slowly planting each foot with each step. Take your time getting to the top of the mat. Feet together, forward fold. Beautiful. And taking a moment to look at your feet. Lift the toes. Shift your weight back and forth. Relax the head, relax your jaw. And as you gently sway here, side to side, maybe finding a little circle. You can always find a micro bend in the knees. Just feel the weight shifting on your feet. Displacement of weight, of gravity, of energy. And coming back to center. Beautiful. We'll start to bend the knees as we roll all the way up to stand. Mountain pose, Tadasana. So bringing the feet close together with a slight separation between the heels, we will practice lifting just the big toe. So this can be a little challenge, especially if your toes are really tight, but this is why we're doing yoga. So try lifting just the big toes of each of your feet. Sometimes that second toe wants to lift. Lift it up, place it down. Try not looking, try looking out. In front of you, lift it up, place it down. Lift it up and place it down. Great, now we'll lift the little toes, lifting just the little toes on both feet and placing them down. You can lift the toes, maybe they spread out, and place it down. If you feel yourself getting off balance, you can slightly separate the feet a little bit more. Lifting the little toes, big toes planted, and place them down. One more time, lift the little toes and place them down. Nice. Now we'll lift all of the toes, spread them wide. Balls of the feet are planted, heels are planted, and plant them down, trying to keep that nice wide spread so our base is even bigger and more stable. Base of our standing posture. Beautiful. So we'll start to rock our weight forward and back as we did before. As we lean back, we'll lift the toes, and as we lean forward, we'll slightly lift the heel. Try not to fall. Just shifting your center of gravity while staying balanced. This is also just great for balance. And then we'll come back to center, shift side to side, feeling the contact of the ground with the outside edges of the feet, with that inner sole, side to side. Like a little pendulum swinging within your center of gravity. And then we'll rotate the pendulum, finding counterclockwise circles, shifting the weight back and right and forward and left, back, right, forward, left. Really nice. Stay with your breath. For an extra balance challenge, you can practice closing the eyes. Wherever you land, just stay with the attention on the bottoms of the feet. And then once we come back, we'll shift clockwise, forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left. Keep it up. Shifting the weight. Doesn't have to be a big circle. It's more about your internal sense of balance, that connectedness with the ground below you. Gentle massage of the feet. Beautiful. Come back to center, and then we'll bring the tops of the feet on the left side behind you. Maybe just stretching the top of the foot. Maybe there's a little toe crack in there. And then replanting the left foot, and then right foot comes behind you. Just about a foot or 6 inches or so. Just enough so you can press into the toes and feel that nice stretch of the top of the foot. Maybe there's a little toe crack. And replant. We'll do that again on both sides. So bringing the left foot behind you. Maybe you bring it a little farther if you need to hold the wall for balance. So trying to keep a nice tall spine. We want to keep our posture nice and stable, and just kind of bending and straightening, finding that micro bend in your left leg as you stretch through the top of the foot. Bottom of the foot is contracted. Really nice. Replant the left. And then right foot comes back. Maybe a little longer stance this time. Head and heart are still stacked over the pelvis. Hands at your sides. You can bring the hands to the hips also as you press into the tops of the toes. Finding that little micro bend and lengthening through the right side, right leg. Beautiful. And replant the right foot, feet wider than hips width distance, and just lift the toes, bend the knees as you shift your weight around in one direction and then the other. Beautiful. So we'll come into some calf raises. So finding a wall or a chair to balance. We will start by lifting both heels up. Again, keeping that nice tall spine. And then as you exhale, lower the heels down. Inhale, lift up. Try to connect each toe down to your mat. Exhale, lower down. If you need to separate the feet a little bit, you can. Inhale, lifting up through the crown of the head. Heels come up. All of your toes planted. And exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep going. We'll do 10 more on your own pace. Just sinking breath and movement. Trying to keep that length of the spine, the legs, lifting straight up. Another 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back to center. Bringing the arms out in front of you, lift up onto the toes, and as you exhale, bend the knees, coming down into our hovering toe stand just for a breath. Inhale. And exhale, rolling back onto a seat. We will shift the legs around. So we'll do one more thing here. We will come to sit on the knees, curling the toes under and sitting back on the heels. Walk the hands up the thighs for toe stretch. This is really one of the most uncomfortable postures I find, and can be very intense. So if this is not in your practice, just come back to that comfortable seat, maybe massage the inner soles. If you're here, try to plant all 10 toes on the mat. So you have this beautiful stretch through the bottoms of the feet. Keep lifting up through the crown of the head, pull the shoulders back. Stay with your breath. Close the eyes. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Gently lean your weight forward, plant the hands, gently, very gently uncurl the toes, and sit back on the heels so that the tops of the feet are on the mat. Just sitting back on your heels for a moment, feeling that release of tension through the feet. Beautiful, and we'll shift our weight to the side, ending just as we began with a nice comfortable seat. You can find a cross-legged position. You can grab the feet so that they're coming in nice and close towards the hips. And taking a moment to pause, to send gratitude to your body, to every part of your feet and ankles that helps carry us throughout our day. We'll bring our hands together at the heart, taking a deep breath in, exhaling out. Thumb knuckles to the third eye, one final breath in together. And exhaling, bowing to yourself, your body, your practice. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.